What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be talking about the Day of the Dead, aka el Día de los Muertos. So the Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday starting on the 1st of November and ending on the 2nd of November. So, and I'm gonna be telling you what the difference is between the Day of the Dead and Halloween, because many people tend to say the Day of the Dead is Halloween in Mexico. No, the Day of the Dead is a completely different thing. It's a completely different holiday. But before I get into it, make sure to subscribe down below today, because I will be posting Spanish lessons every single day. I mean, this doesn't really count as a lesson, but I still want you guys to still know about it. Anyway, so make sure to subscribe down below, because like every single day I will be posting Spanish lessons. So make sure to stay tuned for those, because they're actually really, really helpful. And I think this is my 13th one. Yeah, it's my 13th lesson. Damn, I've done a lot of lessons. Alright, so this is my 13th one, and today we're going to be talking about the Day of the Dead. So I'd say enough talking, so now let's get into it. Alright, so the Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday starting on November 1st and ending on November 2nd. In the tradition of that holiday is alright, so the Day of the Dead is is basically honoring and remembering the dead people, So what they do is every night on November 1st, every single night on November 1st. Now this is only in Mexico, not other Spanish speaking countries. This is only in Mexico. So now every single night on November 1st, people who celebrate this holiday go to a cemetery late at night with food and drinks, and they literally they literally sit on the tombstone, eating and drinking the food and the drinks that they have. And it's basically like something they do to remember the dead, or like to honor them or something like that. I don't know why they do that, but they just do. And the Day of the Dead has to do with a lot of skulls. That's why it's called the Day of the Dead, So there are skulls involved in this holiday. So that's the Day of the Dead. Now let's get into Halloween. Alright, so Halloween, I really don't need to explain it, because, well, we all know what Halloween is. We all celebrate it. I mean, maybe not all people, but like some people celebrate it, not all people. Anyway, so like Halloween, we go trick or treating, we dress up, we pass out candy, we do all that fun stuff. But in Mexico, they don't do any of that. In fact, in Mexico, there is no Halloween. They don't even celebrate Halloween in Mexico. What they do in Mexico is the Day of the Dead, which I just talked about. But I'll talk about it once more, just in case if you missed it. So the Day of the Dead is a Mexican holiday starting on November 1st and ending on the 2nd of November. And basically, like what the tradition is what the purpose of the holiday is to remember and honor the dead people. It's to remember and honor the deceased people. So like basically, like what the tradition is. People who celebrate this holiday, they have food and drinks, and they go to a cemetery late at night, and they literally sit on top of the tombstones, and they start eating and drinking the foods that they have. And it's basically like something to like, I don't know why they do that, to like honor or like remember like the deceased or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what they do. on the Day of the Dead, and like I said, there is skulls involved in that. And Halloween, I literally just explained it. We dress up. Halloween is on the 31st, and it's always going to be on the 31st. Halloween, we pass out candy, we trick or treat, we dress up, stuff like that, And like I said, in Mexico, there's no Halloween at all. In Mexico, they don't even celebrate Halloween. They celebrate the Day of the Dead. So yeah, guys, so that's the Day of the Dead explained, aka El Día, aka El Día de los Muertos. And speaking of the Day of the Dead, I'm actually going to be doing a project on this. Now, I don't know if it's on the Day of the Dead specifically, but it has something to do with it. So I'm going to be doing a project, El Día, oh my gosh, I can't even pronounce it. El Día de los, sorry, my accent. I'll start over. El Día de los Muertos, a proyecto. No. A proyecto. Sorry, that's how you say project in Spanish. A proyecto. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing the project this week. And once I finish it, I'll make a video on it. Like telling you guys, like how the project went and everything. And I don't think I'm not allowed to take it home. I think I just leave it there in my classroom. But if that's the case, if I'm not allowed to take it home, then I'll just take a picture. Then I'll just take a picture of it, and show you guys. Anyway, so yeah, one more thing. This is the most important thing about the Day of the Dead and Halloween. Don't get the Day of the Dead and Halloween mixed up. They're two different holidays. Don't think the Day of the Dead is Halloween, but in Mexico. No. Like I said earlier, in Mexico, they don't celebrate Halloween. So Day of the Dead is a different holiday. Is way different than Halloween in America. It's kind of like Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexico's Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo is a war between the Mexican and the French. So the war began. So the war began on May 5th, 1862, of a battle between Mexicans, between the Mexico and the French, and the Mexicans ended up winning. So that's pretty much why we celebrate a Cinco de Mayo. But don't get it confused from Mexico's Independence Day. The real date from the real Mexico Independence Day is on September 16th, aka the 16 de septiembre. So yeah, guys. So that's pretty much the Day of the Dead and Halloween. So yeah. So stay tuned for my next lesson. Will be tomorrow, and it's gonna be on. Let's see. School supplies. Yeah. School supplies in Spanish. Anyway, so I'll see you guys later. Hasta luego. Hasta la vista, baby.